Joining me now, as you can tell, I'm a little more pissed off this week after they killed my friend Charlie. She's the co-founder, The Truth About Cancer, filmmaker, Charlene Bollinger. Charlene, I'll get to this study that was suppressed. I'll get to Bobby's new study and all the new things he's going to do, and we're going to get to the Fauci lies in the emails. But first and foremost, because I know you want to say a word about the amazing Charlie Kirk, who will live on forever in my book. Charlene.
What Satan meant for evil, God meant for good. Our loss is heaven's gain. And Charlie Kirk, being one of the greatest men we've ever known, is now with the Lord, and his work and legacy continue through all of us in this movement. It only empowers us to be stronger and makes our resolve bigger. And I believe that we're going to reach more people, and people that were on the sidelines, maybe on the fence, didn't know what to believe, which way to go, now have new resolve, and they've joined us. So what they meant for evil, God truly did mean for good. Like Joseph, when his brothers came to him thinking when dad died, Jacob died, that Joseph was going to get revenge for all of the bad things that they did to Joseph. And Romans 8:28 says, and we know that all things work together for good to those that love God, to those who are called according to his purpose. You look in the Old Testament, Joseph talking to his brothers, they said, oh no, he's going to kill us. And that made Joseph weep. And he looked at them and said, you meant it for evil, but God meant it for good, to save so many more lives. Yeah. That was Genesis 50:20, the Old Testament version of Romans 8:28. Dan, our one and biggest consolation is that God is sovereignly controlling even this. And Charlie's life lived for the Lord, for the people, for the kids at the universities, is now only going to grow by 1,000, by 1,000,000.
Yes.
And we're here for it. That. We're never going to stop. No. Our resolve is solid.
Yeah. No one can ever replace Charlie as the leader of TPUSA, but as I told some of the contributors that I spoke with who have been grieving, that work directly with Charlie and have done the college visits and stuff, I said, now I want to see 1,000 of you out there. We need 1,000 Charlie Kirks on 1,000 campuses. Anyway, let's get to these MAHA reports. Thank you for that, Charlene, by the way. I'm sure that Erica, the family, and all the folks at TPUSA appreciated those wonderful words about our buddy Charlie. Okay, let's talk reports real quick because there's a lot to get to. First and foremost, the one that was suppressed. Of course, how ironic. There's a study, because they want to prove that vaxxes are good, it shows they're bad, and then they don't release it. It gets suppressed. Wow. I'm not surprised, Charlene.
Well, yeah, of course they hid that, because that shows that what they've been doing all along really is criminal, especially after they have the data and they buried it. It's just like the CDC whistleblower, William Thompson. There was a study that the CDC did on the MMR vaccine. How did it affect the kids getting it? Mm-hmm. Well, the study showed that that vaccine was causing autism at an alarmingly high rate. More so with Black baby boys around the 18-month age-old mark. And now I was lobbying Congress in 2017 about this and many other things, a vaccine safety issue, working with Bobby. And I talked to Jason Chaffetz. Jason Chaffetz, it was 2 weeks before he resigned. I still think that Jason resigned because he knew these facts, but was hamstrung because he wanted to help us and just couldn't. That William Thompson wanted to give this data. He's a scientist in the CDC, high up. He wanted to testify before Congress, and they wouldn't call on him because pharma owned all of the Congress people.
Of course.
And so it's been a debacle for a long time. I am amazed, and I'm watching the truth finally come to the light of day. They demonized Bobby along with us. Remember, disinformation doesn't.
Yes.
They buried our films, the truth about vaccines. They buried what Bobby was saying. But when he called me and asked for my support, when he ran for president, and we broke a lot of the news together, Dan, you and I, he said, I promise you, Charlene, I'm going to get out there, whether I win or lose. I am going to tell the truth about vaccines, all of it, and they won't be able to hide it because they lawfully can't censor me anymore.
Well, and now
we are winning.
And we got Senator Rand Paul out there and people exposing the emails from Fauci and the lies he told to the American people. And more importantly, because I'm sick and tired of folks on, I don't want to say our side, but folks on the conservative, non-vax side of this country blaming President Trump and going, it was your Operation Warp Speed. You did it. You're on the take. No, no, and no. Go back and remember March of 2020. People were scared. Remember that? People didn't know what the hell COVID was. They didn't, I mean, after a few months, and then we all started looking things up, we realized, okay, distancing, masks, okay, this is a bunch of BS. But at first, people were scared. And if you're a developer, not a medical professional, and again, you've got folks in the room with hundreds of years of experience collectively telling you you need this vaccine, you're gonna believe them. So again, I give Trump a pass on Operation Warp Speed, and I'm so tired of folks on the right trying to throw him under the bus for it. It was Fauci, it was Scarf Lady, it was all of them in a room telling him he had to do it. Anyway, let's talk about the main thing that I brought you on for, and that is that big report that we brought up at the whole beginning of this segment that Bobby just dropped, the MAHA Commission. This is going to be huge. This is what he was talking about on the campaign trail and when Trump nominated him, right? This is the plan to get our kids healthy. I got a minute left. I give it to you, Charlene.
Yes, well, the MAHA Commission revealed that decades of failed policies have fueled the nationwide epidemic. Chronic disease in kids is totally out of control. Obesity, autism, metabolic disorders, environmental toxins. They dropped a sweeping strategy with over 120 initiatives to overhaul the food systems, restore golden standard science instead of the junk Fauci science, uproot corporate capture of the public's health, redefine dietary guidelines, ban harmful chemicals and dyes, strengthen research, and mobilize every level of the government to make America healthy again. This is almost like watching a miracle unfold. Bobby Kennedy is a hero. We are here for it. We've worked together for over a decade. Dan, you've supported him from the beginning of all of this. And this report is so big, so explosive, it's really happening. I couldn't be more excited or happier. I'm here to support him like you are.
Co-founder of The Truth About Cancer and my friend, Charlene Bollinger. Have a good weekend, especially with everything that's been going on. We love you. Take care.
You too, Dan. God bless.
God bless you.